Katie Price and Alex Reid were married for just over a year, but both suffered a whole lot of heartbreak in the short space of time. The former glamour model, 46, is in court today as part of the latest in her bankruptcy hearing. It is the first time she has faced a judge in 7 months, after skipping previous hearings to go to Turkey for more cosmetic surgery, including a £10,000 facelift. Alex, who was married to Katie between 2010 and 2012, was seen arriving at the court in London. The pair met shortly after Katie's shock divorce from her first husband Peter Andre. But just 14 months after tying the knot in Las Vegas, they split following a difficult relationship. Katie and Alex first met at Liberty X star Michelle Heaton's 30th birthday party at Café de Paris, in London, in 2009. Alex was on the brink of the showbiz world for years as an MMA fighter, and had brief stints in Hollyoaks and Tom Hanks' movie Saving Private Ryan. But with Katie's split from Peter still raw, her ex found it intensely difficult seeing Alex with their children, Junior, then 4, and Princess, then 2. So much so, that after spotting pictures of them playing in a park, the mysterious girl singer said he woke up covered in blood caused by a terrifying panic attack. He told Piers Morgan's life stories at the time. "It killed me. That night I woke up about 2 in the morning, and I felt like I had been hit on the head with a hammer." He added, "I started to panic. I blanked out and woke up with blood all over my face. It killed me and it felt as bad as having a knife to your neck." Katie defended her right to move on, blasting, "What am I going to do? Sit around and wait till he says you can have a boyfriend now? He didn't complain when he got out the jungle and was involved in my life, and Harvey was there straight away, and he was introduced to Harvey." And while Alex was sympathetic, he admitted he'd never be close to Peter, but issued a public plea for them to bury the hatchet for the sake of the kids. "I'd love to clear the air," he told Star magazine. "I don't want to be best friends or anything, but as I plan on being around a lot longer, it'd be nice if he could accept that as a responsible adult." By the time Katie and Alex got hitched, Peter had made peace with the situation, insisting he had no negative feelings about their marriage. "As long as there's a good influence to the kids, I'm happy," he told Radio 1. Meanwhile, after struggling to conceive, Katie and Alex secretly turned to IVF, enduring 2 grueling rounds of treatment, which both ended in heartbreak. After 8 months of trying naturally, Katie knew that something was amiss, and tests found that the sperm simply wasn't connecting with the egg. And so began the IVF, which required needle-phobic Katie to inject herself in the stomach with hormones every day. Recalling the horror of her first-ever injection, she said, "I felt weak and sick. Despite all my experience of surgery, I am still needle-phobic. But I kept telling myself that this was how it had to be if I was to get pregnant. I got the tip of the needle just above my belly button. But then I thought, oh God, I can do it. I screwed my eyes shut and could feel the needle pierce my skin. I had to get on with it. So I pushed it in and then clicked the top to release the drug. Sadly, doctors managed to harvest only 9 eggs instead of the usual 12 to 13, but Katie was convinced it had been a success. I convinced myself I was having twins. I didn't care about feeling so bloated, uncomfortable, and unattractive. If I was pregnant, then none of those things mattered," she wrote in her 2010 autobiography, You Only Live Once. But devastatingly, it was not to be. The couple vowed to adopt if all else failed, but ended up splitting just over a year after their wedding in 2011. Alex later sued Katie for distributing private information, some of it of a sexual nature, which violated his right to privacy. She allegedly shared an explicit video clip of him to an audience on Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side in 2018. She was ordered to pay £250,000 4 years ago, with Alex claiming that he is still waiting. In January, he opened up to the Mirror. Katie Price, debt stories have come out due to Katie not paying money owed due to a court case she lost. I believe it was a landmark hearing by the courts, ruling in a public case whereby a celebrity has intentionally publicly humiliated me. This is backed by years of direct threats from her mouth. Alex continued. If it wasn't me, then it would be somebody else. It's admirable how she sticks up for Harvey like any parent would, as I would with any of my children, but to then go and attack people doing exactly what people have done to you and your own son is not just hypocritical and contradictory, is disgraceful and undermines any good you have done. He concluded. The judge made a decision, and she has to face her responsibility. As every action has consequences. In response to the claims, a representative of Katie said, "Let him get on with it." Kate won't be responding to any stories put forward by Alex or his team. It's old news and it's boring now.